have studied different types of output devices, that is monitors you have learned, what printers. Okay, now you know the classification of printers and all. So, here monitor also I told you, I will show you the pictures. Let us finish this slide first, and then secondary storage devices. What do you mean by secondary storage devices? Pen drive, external hard disk, CD-ROM, CD read write. So, they are all external storage devices. They are also called as what? Secondary storage devices are also called as what? Auxiliary storage devices. See, this is very important. They had asked in the, when I took an exam for NET, they had asked this. Okay. So, auxiliary storage devices. Okay. So, here, so you have different types of, even the magnetic floppies. Now, we are not using floppies because it is more prone to virus. Okay. Immediate again, nimge virus attack agbidutte adike. So, small, there are two types of floppies, one doddadu, next small floppies. Now, we are not using floppies or floppy drives ivaga. So, next is CD-ROM. CD-ROM means compact disk read only memory. So, DVD. So, these are all different types of secondary storage devices. See, when you buy a PC, you should have a what minimum essential, minimum components. Okay. See, if you want to buy a computer, some will tell more charges, some will tell less charges. See, depending on the parts which you are configuring. Okay. So, when you are configuring the parts, you should be very, see, essential and optional components are follows. So, here basic essential, see, motherboard. Motherboard is must and should, it is an essential part. CPU, what is CPU? Processor. Okay, in this CPU you have different types, Pentium 3, Pentium 4, Celeron processor. Now, we are not using Celeron processor. Why? Means they are very slow. Okay, so you should always go for Pentium 4, 5, 6 like that. Okay. So, Pentium 7, now you are getting higher versions of processor. Higher the speed of the processor, your computer will execute faster. Okay. So, here you have these are the essential parts, which are they? Motherboard, CPU, RAM. What is RAM? Random access memory. This is also called as volatile memory. Okay. This is a temporary memory. So, here the contents will be there till you have a power in your system. Okay. So, RAM. Drives, HDD means hard disk drive, FDD means floppy disk drive. Okay. So, FDD is optional. Now, we are not using this floppies and also do not buy FDD drive, you should not go for that drive. Okay. Then is monitor. Monitor is an essential, so that you can see there, and the keyboard. Okay. Keyboard, mouse. Mouse you really require it. So, these are the very essential parts. So, depending on the type of mouse, depending on the type of CPU you are purchasing, it depends on the what the configuration which you are selecting, depends on the cost of your system. Okay. You can also go for lesser cost. Okay. So, these parts decides the cost of the computer. Okay. Next is optional. See, printer nobody buys, right? If you, we hardly take a printout. Suppose if you really need a printer, you can always go to the browsing shop or anywhere you can go pay the money and take 1 or 2 printouts. Or if you are really doing some DTP work where you really required everyday printing, then it is better to go for printers. Okay. So, it is left to your left to you. If it is really required, then you buy. Otherwise, no need to buy. So, they are optional. Printers are optional. Even scanners. If you really need scanner for your work, you can buy. Okay. So, they are optional. So, different types of scanners also have explained you, right? Flatbed scanners, image scanners, all that. Then modem, modem is called as, we will discuss that. Modem is modulator, demodulator. Why we use that, I will explain you. Okay. So, we need modem for the internet connection. Okay. So, we will discuss it. CD, DVD drive, this also it is left to you, but I think you should have DVD drives. Then speakers, if you want to hear music or some any YouTube classes and all, you need the speakers, otherwise you cannot hear the voice. Then zip drive nowadays it is free, easily you can download it. Okay. So, these are the essential and non-essential parts of a computer. Got it? Yeah. So, what do you mean by a motherboard? Motherboard is also called as dash, PCB, printed circuit board. Okay, PCB. So, you should always know the alternative names. They will confuse you. Okay. So, you should always know motherboard is also called as PCB. PCB is printed circuit board. On you might have observed, no, when you open your CPU, you can see one big printed circuit board on which electrical components are mounted on it. Okay. So, small circuits will be there. So, the next one is processor. So, this is the brain of the computer, this is the heart of the computer you can call. Okay. So, without this CPU you cannot work. So, that processor, CPU is also called as central processing unit. Okay. It is the brain of the computer in which all processing activities takes place. The main ingredient of CPU is the microprocessor. So, the microprocessors means, just now I told you, you have different types. You have AMD processors, you have Celeron processors, you have Pentium 3, Pentium 4, then 7, 8. Now, you have so many different varieties are available. Okay. Intel is the best. Okay. Intel and AMD, they are two brands. Okay. So, anyone you can purchase. So, they are the processor. The processor, your speed of your computer depends on this processor. Okay. And RAM, I told you what is RAM. So, this is random access memory. This is also called as a volatile memory, temporary memory. Okay. So, in this you have different size. Don't go for 16 MB or 2 MB, you should go for GB nowadays. Okay. So, higher the RAM size, you can your speed will be very high. Okay. Go for these are all very low, 650 MB, 32 MB. You should go nowadays, we opt for GB. Okay. Not for megabytes, gigabytes. Okay. These are different sizes. They are all very old one. Earlier we used to get in these sizes. Now you are getting in GBs, not in MBs. Okay. So, drives HDD, FDD and CD-ROM. HDD andre nimge gottu, it is hard disk drive. FDD is floppy disk drive. CD means compact disk, ROM read only memory. So, in ROM also we will study different types. Okay. So, here so these are controlled by controller cards interfaced with CPU. Whatever you are plugging into your computers, it will interact with your motherboard. Okay, CPU. So, here next is secondary storage devices which can hold large amounts of data. So, why do you need secondary storage devices? If you want to store it other than your hard disk, you can store it in the external hard disk, pen drive, like that, so that you can carry wherever you want. So, that is optional, for it is left to you. You have different storage capacity, 10 GB, 20 GB, like that. Then in floppy disk, I told you, you have small and big. Then small scale is 3.5 inches floppy, it is very small. Bigger one is one page, one half of your page it used to take. Now we are not using these floppies, okay. Floppy capacity is 1.44 MB. It can only store 1.44 MB of data. So, you know CD-ROM is here compact disk where you can only store, even when you write once you can only store it, you cannot rewrite this, okay. You can burn the data in this only once, okay. CD read only memory, you cannot rewrite on this, okay. Read only once, okay. Read only storage, one time write, okay. It is used as a permanent storage. You have different types in this CD. If you buy CD RW, read and write, you can emit it, delete it, you can rewrite on that, okay. Read write, if you purchase read write. Even the speed of these CDs depends. If you pay more money, you will get high speed, okay. The speed also differs. While buying the CD, you should see that 12x, whether it is 12x, 24x, 32x, like that it will be written on the CD, means the speed of the read and write, okay. So, that speed you should observe. So, next is monitor. Monitor means what? Your screen. Monitor is also called as VDU, Visual Display Unit, VDU. Monitor is also called as VDU, Visual Display Unit, okay. So, I already explained you regarding the monitors, how monitors will be. It consists of small dots. Each dot is called as a pixel. Collection of pixels is called as a resolution, okay. So, higher the resolution, the picture quality will be very clear, got it? We will skip this, okay. So, next is you have different types, all these I have explained you. CRT monitors you have learned. What is CRT monitors? Cathode ray tube. You have LCD monitors, liquid crystal display, all that I have explained you. I will just show you the pictures after this. Then TFT monitors, thin filament transistor. LCD, TFT also you can have combination. What is LED monitors? Light emitting diodes, okay. They are very sharp, you will get very sharp pictures in LED monitors. You should always go for LED, okay. LED is the costliest one, but the picture quality will be beautiful, okay, very sharp. So, next is images, all this I have explained you, I will skip this, okay. So, images are made up of what? Pixels. Now, you know, you all applied for NetSlet, right? They will tell you, no, it should not go beyond 300 KB your photo size, that you can reduce. Now, you know how to reduce that picture. Your photos you can reduce resolution and all, because if all it contains lot, it consumes lot of space. That is why one image consumes lot of space. See, all are uploading your photos, means how much space in the cloud it will consume, no? That is why they ask for 300 kilobytes. See, monitors should support at least 1280 by 1024 resolution. This is the minimum. You should always go for higher. Okay, this is minimum. They will provide you minimum. If you go lesser than this, then you can't see the picture clearly. It will be very blur. Okay. So, I explained you in the last class, there are two types of monitors, monochrome and color. Monochrome means black and white, single color, that is. Color means RGB, R is red, blue and green. It is colors are combination of these three basic colors only. Okay. So, you have VGA and SVGA monitors. What is VGA monitors? Video graphic array. This expansion you should write down. They will ask you. See, monitors are also called as VDU. VDU means visual display unit. There are two types of monitors, monochrome and colors. Again in this you have VGA and SVGA. VGA is video graphic array and SVGA is super video graphic array. Okay. So, the size of the monitors also depends. You can go for smaller screen, if you want you can go for bigger screens also. So, the smaller screen starts from 14 inches, 15 inches like that. Okay. If you want bigger screen, you have to pay more money. Okay. So, depending on your budget, you decide which one to go for. Okay. So, here these are different sizes, bigger size, 21 inches, 22 inches, so many sizes are available nowadays. Okay. So, it is left to you which one to go for. Okay. Next is keyboard. You have seen keyboard, minimum is 108 keys. Yes. So, there are different types of keyboards are there, cordless keyboard is there, laser keyboard is there. So, now more keys are added to this keyboard. Directly you can click on Windows button, directly you can click on browsing internet. If you want to go to a browser, you can click one key they have provided nowadays. If you just press that key, it opens your browser. Okay, like that. So, these are optionals. You can select whichever the keyboard you want. Okay. So, wireless is little bit costlier, with wire okay fine, it is left to you. So, mouse also different types of mouse I have explained, right. Cordless mouse with one ball will be there. Did I explain? I did not explain you. Okay. See, in mouse you have different types. 2-button mouse, 3-button mouse. In 2-button, it will be like this is a cordless mouse. Okay, what I am using is cordless mouse. Okay. So, in this has got 3 buttons, right, left, and this scrolling. See, I am just scrolling here. Like this you can use for scrolling. Okay, like this. Here in the earlier what we had 2-button mouse, left and right only, no scrolling this wheel. Okay. And behind this you have a ball here. Okay. That is the cheapest, very old one. As you rotate, it used to that ball, you know, inside this, it rotates in the axis x and y axis. See, after if you are continuously using the mouse, dust may get accumulate in that part. Okay. So, after when it accumulates the dust within that hole inside that ball, the movement of the cursor is very slow. You will feel irritated because it takes so much of time to point to that wherever you want to point it. So, frequently you should remove that cover, clean it, again then you have to clean that ball with the spirit. Okay. Again you have to replace it there only. So, this now we are not using that type. We all go for this cordless mouse or with the cord, with the wire. Okay. So, you have different types. So, depending on your choice, this is costlier. With the mouse with the wire and all, if you can get it for cheaper rate. Okay. So, here okay, so floppies we have learnt, CD-ROM, VDU, monitor. So, you have different types of monitors, that also have explained you. We will see the pictures after the slides. So, mouse, it is a input device, it is used to point to the cursor. Okay. So, you have different types, that also I have told you, 2-button, 3-button, And printers also, it is an output device. I have explained you classification of printers, all that we will skip that. Okay. So, in different types of printers, I have already explained you dot matrix printers, inkjet printers, laser printers, and then line matrix printer. Line matrix means it characters are printed line by line. Okay. So, here the speed is dot matrix printers, the speed is minimum is 25 to 450 CPS. CPS means characters per second. Okay. So, this is the cheapest printers. So, it starts from 9,000, now it is available for still cheaper prices. Okay. These are very old rates. Okay. This technology is impact. Inkjet printers, it prints 5 to 4 pages per minute. Okay. Now, the speed is also increased now. So, this is minimum is 4,500 to 35,000 depending on the configuration. Higher the resolution, you will get you have to pay more. Okay. For nowadays it is available for 3,000 rupees also. So, this is a non-impact technology. Laser printers, it prints 4 to 24 pages per minute. Here the speed is very high compared to dot matrix and inkjet printers. Okay. So, this technology is very costly. This is 17,000, 15,000 to 3 lakhs. If you go for color printers in laser, it is above 3 lakhs. Okay. So, the technology is non-impact. Line matrix printer, it prints 400 to 2400 LPM means line per minutes. LPM means line per minutes, and the characters are printed like that. Okay. So, next you have learned scanners. Scanners also I have explained you, I will skip this. Okay. You have learned now flatbed scanners, image scanners, we will skip this. My previous class, if you have missed my previous class, please go to you subscribe KSOU Drishya Vahini, my class number 3. Okay, I have explained this. If you have missed my class, so I am just skipping this portion. Okay, will not repeat it. Flatbed scanners, image scanners I have already explained. So, modem. What do you mean by modem? Modem means, write down, modulator and demodulator. This they have asked in net. Modulator, demodulator. See, if you attend my class, this computer fundamentals is only for 10 marks. You will get 10 out of 10. Don't miss my class. If you have missed also, you watch my video. Okay. So, here 10, there you can score 10 marks in my subject, full 10 out of 10. Okay. So, here modem means modulator, demodulator. Where do we use this modem? Yeah, we use this modem for internet connection. Okay. Yeah, at home if you want, see here in modem, what it does is it transforms, it converts analog signals to digital signals and vice versa. Why I am saying vice versa means, I will explain you. Yeah, here I will explain you with the diagram. In what is this modem, we have two types, internal modem and external modem, but always you should go for external modem. I prefer external because if something happens, if something goes wrong with that, you can detach it and correct it and again reconnect it. But if something goes wrong in the internal means it is connected inside the your CPU cabin. Okay, you will get one slot there. So, the whole entire CPU you have to open it. So, always go for external modem. Okay. So, here I will explain you how modem works. I said vice versa, it converts analog signals to digital signals and from digital to analog. How it works, I will draw the diagram and I will explain. see modem I told you how it works. Now, you are using a desktop computer or your laptop. So, here this is your computer, this is your system, this is also another system, this is computer 1, computer 2. Now, this is your telephone poles. Okay, you have a CPU here, you have a CPU here. Okay, now you are connected, your computer is connected to CPU, right. So, this is your screen. Now, you have connected a modem here, this is your small modem, this is modem, M means modem, this is your CPU, this is your big screen CPU. Okay. Now, this is your telephone poles, okay, kambagalu. So, your modem is connected to this. Andre illi ಒಂದು ಟೆಲಿಫೋನ್ ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫೋನು ಈ ಥರ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ, ಆ ಥರ ಇದು ಹೇಗೋ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಇದು ಓಕೆ. Your system is somewhere connected like this. Okay. Now, you are typing some email, you are typing some letter, or you want to send some data to your friend. Okay. So, how you are sending? Through the internet, right? Internet, you need a internet, whatever you want to send. Okay, even from your WhatsApp also, whatever you want to send, you need an internet. If you don't have internet in your mobile phones, your data will not go. Okay, so here your laptop or your desktop, I have connected to the modem. This modem is connected to your telephone line. Okay, telephone line, whichever company, BSNL, Airtel, whatever, it is left to you. Here you have typed a letter. Now you are sending this letter to your friend somewhere sitting in USA, or I don't know where she is. Okay. ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನೀವು ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ. ಕೆಲವರು ಜರ್ಮನಿ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಕೆಲವರು ಆಸ್ಟ್ರೇಲಿಯಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಕೆಲವರು US ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲೋ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ 2 ನಿಮಿಷ ಕೊಟ್ಟೋಗುತ್ತಲ್ವಪ್ಪ ಮೇಲು, ಲೆಟರ್ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹೌ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಥ್ರೂ ದಿ ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅನ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್, ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಯು ಇನ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್, ಡೋಂಟ್ ಮಿಸ್ ಮೈ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್, what is an internet, how this internet is formed. Okay. ಸೊ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಯಾರು ಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. ಇಮೇಲ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು, ಹೇಗೆ ಇಮೇಲು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಕ್ಲೌಡಲ್ಲಿ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಬ್ಯೂಟಿಫುಲ್ ಪ್ರೋಟೋಕಾಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. TCP IP ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್, ಆಲ್ ದಟ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಯು. ಓಕೆ. ಈಗ ಫಸ್ಟು ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಪರ್ ದ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಕವರ್ ದಿಸ್, ದೆನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಇನ್ ಡೀಟೇಲ್. ಆಯಿತಾ. ಈಗ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ನಿಮಗೆ modem, I am explaining you only modem. Okay. So how this data goes, how it is recollected in the receiver's end, that we'll learn in the next class. Okay. When you learn internet ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಆವಾಗ ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್ಗೆ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಏನು ಬೇಕು, that I'll explain. First you learn what is a modem. Modem means modulator and demodulator. It is a device which is used to convert analog signals into digital signals and vice versa. Vice versa ಅಂದರೆ ತಿರ್ಗಾ ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಇಂದ ಅನಲಾಗ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ. It converts, it transforms. Okay. So here this is my computer. This is my computer, this is your friend's computer. Okay, my computer has got a CPU, my computer has got an external modem. I have connected external modem, so it is outside. If you are buying internal modem, you will not have here, it will be inside your CPU, that you have to connect here. Okay, that small this thing will be there, port, you have to connect that. Okay. So here I have used the external modem, little bit bigger I will draw. This is your CPU and this is my modem. M means modem. Okay, this is all externally connected. Okay. So here you have written one letter, you are sending it to a friend. How you are sending? By typing her email ID. Okay, all this email ID and all I will explain you in the next class. Okay, why we require email ID, how your data gets converted, how it is recollected in the receiver's end. It is a very beautiful subject, you will love it. Please don't miss my class. Okay, this is a general knowledge you should know. Not only computer science students, even you should know. Okay. So here how your data is received. Now you are typing this letter, you are giving send button here. Now it is going through the mobile or your external modem to the telephone line. Here this is digital, right? Whatever you are doing in the computer is digital. Digital means what? Zeros and ones. Everything gets converted into zeros and ones. How it gets converted? What are the translators required? All that I will explain you. Okay. So there are different types of translators are there. How your data gets converted into machine low level language. All that we will learn. Okay. Now you have sent the mail to the your friend. It is going to her email ID. Okay. Here this is my external modem. This external modem converts digital. D means digital. Now computer understands only digital and telephone line understands only analog signals, analog electric signals, analog. Aita? Analog signals, computer understands only digital signals. Digital signals antane barkobodu. Aita? Iga now this modem, this will not carry digital signals. So what is the duty of the modem? It converts digital to analog signals. Okay. So here modem converts your digital signals to analog signals because it has to go through the telephone lines. Telephone line understands only analog signals, it will not understand digital signals. Okay. So here it is passing, now it is coming to this computer. When it is coming to this computer, computer does not understand analog signals. Now what is the duty of this modem? Now this converts analog to digital, right? Analog to digital signals. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಪ್ಪ? See, ಇದು ಹೋಗಬೇಕು, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಡೇಟಾ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಟೆಲಿಫೋನ್ ಲೈನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ modem converts your digital to analog signals. Now your friend is receiving your mail and reading. ಎರಡೇ ನಿಮಿಷದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಲೆಟರ್ ಹೊಟ್ಟೋಗುತ್ತೆ. How beautifully it is doing the work. You don't know, you can't imagine. It's also complicated, but you should learn. Okay. Now she is reading your mail. Okay, within no second, 5 minutes ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಟ್ಟೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆವಾಗ ಇದು ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ modem is there. You have connected external modem, your friend. Now it converts analog to digital. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ವೈಸ್ ವರ್ಸ ಅಂದಿದ್ದು. ಇಲ್ಲೇನಾಗಿದೆ, ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಇಂದ ಅನಲಾಗ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಶಿ ಇಸ್ ರಿಸೀವಿಂಗ್ ಅನಲಾಗ್ ಇಂದ ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ವೈಸ್ ವರ್ಸ ಅಂತ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು? ಅನಲಾಗ್ ಟು ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್, ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಟು ಅನಲಾಗ್, ಆ ಥರ. ಸೊ modem ಅಂದರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಪ್ಪ? ಸೊ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ 2 types ಆಫ್ modem, external and internal. So internal means which is fixed inside the CPU. External means which is connected outside the CPU. Okay, got it? The function of the modem is to convert analog to digital and digital to analog signals. Right? Perfect? Very good. Excellent. Now this network is a very beautiful subject. You know, you can learn wireless, how your mobile phones works. It's a very good architecture, you know. For that we require a lot of time. So to understand, for you not needed. wireless technology and all, you are not needed. So how it works, the technology itself is different. You need big antennas, the towers, not antennas, towers. You might have observed, no? In village side and all, you won't get network. Why you won't get network? Because telephone people, telephone company, they might not have installed the big towers there. So this, what is this towers, big towers? It consists of transmitter and receivers. Round ತಟ್ಟೆ ಥರ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಪ್ಲೇಟ್ಸ್ ಥರ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ದೇ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅನ್ ಆರ್ಡಿನರಿ ಪ್ಲೇಟ್ಸ್, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಮಿಟರ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರಿಸೀವರ್ಸ್. See, we are all talking to each other. You are receiving, ಕೆಲವರೆಲ್ಲ ಫೋನ್ ಸೈಲೆಂಟಾಗಿ ಹಾಕಿರ್ತೀರಾ, ಬಟ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ರಿಸೀವಿಂಗ್ ದ ಕಾಲ್ಸ್. ಹೌ ಇಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್ಸ್, ನಮ್ಮ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ವೇವ್ಸ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ರೀ. ಕೆಲವು ಕಡೆ ತುಂಬ ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ದರೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಬೇಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ತುಂಬ ದಟ್ಟ ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಫಾಸ್ಟಾಗಿ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದೇ ಬಟ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ದ ವೇವ್ ಪಾಸಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಟವರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಡ್ ಅಬೌವ್ ದಿ ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಹೈಟ್. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಫ್ಲೋ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಕೆಲವು ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಈ ಕಂಪನಿದು ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕೇ ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಕಂಪ್ನಿದು ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್, ಹೌ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಡ್ ದೇರ್ ಟವರ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ಸ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ, ರೈಟ್? ಈಗ ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಬ್ರಿಗೊಬ್ರು ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನ್ನು, ರೈಟ್? ಮೊದಲು ಹೇಗಿತ್ತು, ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್ಟು ತುಂಬ ಸ್ಲೋ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳೋಕ್ಕೆ. ಇವಾಗ ನೋಡಿ, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆರ್ಕಿಟೆಕ್ಚರ್. Okay, that is not required for you. I just gave one the knowledge. Okay, so next is you have learnt modem at different speeds. ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್ ನೀವು ಅಂತೀರಾ, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಏನು ಸ್ಲೋ ಇದೆ, ಓಪನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬ, ಅಂದರೆ ನೀವು ಕಡಿಮೆದು ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀರಾ. ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ಹೈಯರ್ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್. 256 ಇದು KBPS ಇದೆ, 56 KBPS, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಲೋ. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಮೊದಲು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದು, ಇದು ಹಳೆಯ ಸ್ಲೈಡು ನಂದು. ಓಕೆ, ಇವಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ. 128, 256 ಮೆಗಾಬೈಟ್ಸು. ಇದು KBPS ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಕಿಲೋಬೈಟ್ಸ್ ಪರ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಅಂತ, ಮೆಗಾಬೈಟ್ಸ್, GBPS, ಈ ಥರ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಹೈಯರ್ ಡಾಂಗಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಲ್ಲ, ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಅವೇ ರೀ. ಡಾಂಗಲ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಮಾಡೆಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಡಿಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ ಟೆಲಿಫೋನ್ ಕಂಪನಿ, you can purchase this. Okay, so nowadays internet is a must and should. We all rely on internet. You are getting the information at your fingertips. ನೀವೇ ನಿಮ್ಮದೇ ಒಂದು ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೋದು. ಕೆಲವು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬ್ರೌಸ್, ಗೂಗಲ್ ಗಿವ್ಸ್ ಯು ಆಲ್ ದ ಡೇಟಾ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಈ ಥರ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್ ಬೇಕೇ ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್ ಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ನೆಟ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ modems. Now we will learn about speakers and sound. Speakers are output devices. This is used to hear what sound. So in the CPU, if you don't have a sound card, you cannot hear any voice or sound, or you can't hear. Suppose if you want to hear your favorite music, you can't hear. See, there you can play the music, but ಏನು ಸೌಂಡ್ ಬರ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ CPU. ಸೌಂಡ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ ಜೋರಾಗೆ ಕೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಡಿಜಿಟಲಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಕೇಳೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇಂಟು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ಸ್. ಸ್ಪೀಕರ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಡೆಕ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕೋತೀರಾ, ಕಾರಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀರಾ, ಜೋರಾಗೆ ಹಾಡು ಹಾಕೋತೀರಾ, ಝೂಮಾಗೆ. ಸಿ, ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಲವ್ ದಿಸ್. ಸಮ್ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ತುಂಬ ನಾವು ಏನೋ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಫ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ರಿಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ಅ ಲಾಂಗ್ ರೈಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಡ್ರೈವ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು ಹಾಡೆಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳಿಕೊಂಡು. ಕೆಲವರು ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಹಾಕೋತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಡೆಕ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಹೇಗೆ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ವಾಟ್ ಸ್ಪೀಕರ್ಸ್. ದಿ ಸ್ಪೀಕರ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟ್ರಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಅದು ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ಸ್ನ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ದ ಸೌಂಡ್, ವಾಯ್ಸ್. ಮೆಲೋಡಿಯಸ್ ಹಾಡೆಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳ್ತೀರಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ. ಸೊ ಸಮ್ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಈವನ್ ಐ ಲವ್ ಟು ಹಿಯರ್ ದಿ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್. ನನಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಇರೋದು ನಂಗೆ ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಕೇಳೋಕ್ಕೆ ಸಮ್ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಐ ಲವ್. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅದು ತುಂಬ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಖುಷಿ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದು ಮೆಲೋಡಿಯಸ್ ಸಾಂಗ್ಸ್ ಇಂಥವೆಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಒಂಥರ. ಸೊ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂತ? ನೀವು ಕಾರಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಹಾಕೋತಿರಲ್ಲ, ಕಾರದು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಅದರಲ್ಲೂ ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಇವಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಲೇಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಇದೆ ಕಾರಲ್ಲಿ. ಸಿಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇಂದ ಫ್ರಂಟಲ್ಲೇ ನೀವು ಹಿಂದೆಗಡೆ ಯಾವ ವೆಹಿಕಲ್ ಇದೆ, ಯಾರು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಪಾರ್ಕಿಂಗಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಯು ನೀಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆನ್ ಎನಿಬಡಿ. ನೋಡಪ್ಪ ಬನ್ನಿ ಹಿಂದೆ ಬನ್ನಿ, ಮೊದಲೆಲ್ಲ ಇರ್ತಿತ್ತಲ್ವಾ, ಹಿಂದೆ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಾ ಇನ್ನೊಂಚೂರು ಹಿಂದೆ ತಗೋ ಅಂತಾರ. ನಾವು ನಾಟ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್, ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ಆನ್ ದ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್, ರೈಟ್? ನಾವೇ ಡೇಸ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಇದು ಏನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಲೊಕೇಶನ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾರೆ, ನೀವು ಯಾರನ್ನೂ ಕೇಳಂಗೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಹೌ ಟು ಕಮ್ ಟು ಯೋರ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್. ಸಪೋಸ್ ನೀವು ಬಾಂಬೆಯಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಮೈಸೂರಲ್ಲಿ ವೇರ್ ಡು ಐ ಸ್ಟೇ, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಸೆಂಡ್ ಯೋರ್ ಲೊಕೇಶನ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಆರಾಮ್ಸೆ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅದೇ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ, ಗೋ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್, ಟೇಕ್ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್, ಆ ಥರ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಸಿ ದ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಇಸ್ advanced. You need not depend on anyone. Okay, so this is all so computer science is a very beautiful subject. Yeah, alva? Yes ma'am. Yeah, ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಯುವರ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಈಸಿಯರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲರ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ನೀವು ನಿಮಗೆ ಫೋನ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಎದ್ದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗಲ್ವಾ? ಎಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ಗೆ ವಿಶ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಬರ್ಡೇಗೆಲ್ಲ, ಹೆಂಗೆ ಅದೇ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ, ರಿಮೈಂಡರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಯುವರ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಬರ್ಡೇ ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ. ಸಿ ಯು ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ವಿಶಿಂಗ್, ಖುಷಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಬರ್ಡೇನ ನಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ವಿಶ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಓ ಶಿ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಮೀ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಮಾತ್ರ ವಿಶ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಆಯಿತಾ? ಓಕೆ, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ 4 ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಟೀಚ್ ಯು ಇನ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. ರಾಮಲ್ಲಿ ಪಿ ರಾಮ್ ಇದೆ, ಪಿ ರಾಮ್ ಇದೆ, ದೆನ್ ಪಿ ರಾಮ್ ಇದೆ, ರೇಸೇಬಲ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮೇಬಲ್ ಇದೆ, ಮತ್ತು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕಲಿ ರೇಸೇಬಲ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮೇಬಲ್ ರೀಡ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಇದೆ. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲಿಯೋಣ. ಈಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಯಿತು ಇವತ್ತು. ಸೊ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಲರ್ನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. ಡೋಂಟ್ ಮಿಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್.